Okay, number 2, we have a problem that is not in slope-intercept form. This is called standard form. And it asks us to find the x and the y intercepts. When we are doing that, we're trying to find where does the graph cross the x and the y axis. So again, this is the y axis. The other one that goes left and right would be the x axis. So that would be this one down here, is the x axis. To find the x and y intercepts, we're looking for where they cross those lines. In order to find the x-intercept, I'm going to say that y is equal to 0 in this equation. So we're going to solve this equation saying that y is equal to 0. So the way that looks is if I'm finding the x-intercept, then I'm going to say I have 2x minus 6 times 0 equals 18, where I've substituted in 0 for the y into my original equation. Now, negative 6 times 0 is 0, so that kind of cancels itself out, the negative 6 times 0, which leaves me with 2x equals 18. Then to solve this, I would divide by 2 on both sides, and that's going to tell me that my x-intercept is at x equals 9, because these 2's cancel out, and 18 divided by 2 is 9. So that is my x-intercept. What that means is that is where on the x-axis my graph is going to cross. So if you look down on the graph, I've put a point here at 9 on the x-axis. Now I need to do the same thing for the y-intercept. When I'm solving for the y-intercept, I'm going to say that x is equal to 0. And so I'm going to have this equation for the y-intercept, where we're going to have 2 times 0. Sorry, that looks a little bad, but it's 2 and then parentheses 0, minus 6y equals 18. Again, 2 times 0 is 0, so that would kind of cancel itself out. That leaves me with negative 6y equals 18. So I have negative 6y equals 18. To solve that, I would divide by negative 6. These negative 6's would cancel out, and this would give me y equals 18 divided by negative 6 is negative 3. So y equals negative 3 is my y-intercept. If I go down to the graph, I can see on the y-intercept, this point at negative 3 is my y-intercept. So this one up here is my x-intercept. This one over here is my y-intercept. Now I'm going to skip part B, because right down here it says graph the equation using the intercepts. Once I have these 2 points on there, the x-intercept and the y-intercept, I can draw the line that goes through those 2 points. So part C is done. The only part that we're missing is part B, which is to convert it to slope-intercept form or solve for y, which essentially means we want to take this equation that we have on number 2 and make it look kind of like the equation that we have on number 1. We want to get y by itself. So if we have the equation 2x minus 6y equals 18, if the goal is to get y by itself, the first thing I would do is cancel out the x term. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides to cancel out that x term. What that's going to do is leave me with negative 6y on the left side equals, and then when I'm looking at the 18 and the negative 2x, these are not like terms, so they can't actually be combined. I'm going to leave it as negative 2x plus 18. Now I'm not quite done yet. Last thing I need to do is, in order to get rid of this negative 6 in front of the y, I'm going to need to divide everything by negative 6. So the negative 6y divided by negative 6 will give me just y. I'm going to have to put it over here on the left side because I've run out of room. The negative 2x divided by negative 6, if you put that into your calculator, it will give you 1/3 x. And then the 18 divided by negative 6 would give me negative 3. So this is what that equation would look like if I put it in slope-intercept form. And that is all we need to do for number 2.